Snow blanketed most of the metro this morning. Some areas of the city saw as much as 3 inches of snow. The fresh powder and bitter temperatures kept a lot of people at home on Thursday. We could see some warmer temperatures over the next few days, and we'll take a look at the forecast coming up. Also, a young girl and her Girl Scout cookies. You're not even kidding. It's a fantastic story of a local girl going for a world record in Girl Scout cookies. We'll also take a look at the Olympic sport of curling and even some tennis. But first, as promised, we'll take a look at the weather over the next few days. It's going to be cold. I'm not even kidding you. Experts with the National Weather Service say tonight's lows will be in the single digits for some parts of the state. In these freezing temperatures, be sure to bring in your pets, check on the elderly, and if you must, dress in layers if you go out, that is. For Friday, there might be a few flurries from northwestern or in northwestern Oklahoma, but meteorologists don't expect a lot of accumulation. Tomorrow's highs in the mid-20s. We could climb into the 40s on Saturday. And then as you see there on the 7-day forecast, colder temperatures again next week and a chance of snow on Monday. All right, I'm Dave Morris here on The Play, bringing in Nick Tragagas from the Oklahoman's newsroom. Good to see you again here on The Play.
Thanks, Dave.
You guys are working, meaning the newsroom, has a story on the flu and updated numbers that we received today.
Yeah, every Thursday the State Health Department puts out updated flu season numbers. A little bit of a down note today because they reported 8 new confirmed deaths in the past week. That brings our total for this flu season, which started in late September, now up to 33 total deaths. They've been tracking the numbers here in the state since 2009. The records are up in the 40s, so we've still got 3 or 4 weeks left of viable flu season time, and we're seeing a lot of hospitalizations still, and the health department still recommending people go out and get their flu shots, because there's a chance we could see more deaths and maybe push up into that 40 range that we've seen in past years. That's
a story our Jacqueline Cosgrove is working on, a story our Brandon McDonald's working on is Girl Scout cookies. You mentioned flu season, it's Girl Scout cookie season as well.
That's right. On Friday, I think is the official opening day of Girl Scout cookie sales, but there's at least one girl in the metro who has gotten an early start. You may have seen as you're commuting around the city today, hey, who's this girl pulling her wagon through the snow? Well,
and why?
That's 11-year-old Katie Francis. She is the state record holder for Girl Scout cookie sales. 2 years ago, she sold about 7,000 boxes of cookies.
That's crazy.
Last year, 14,000 boxes of cookies. And as Brandy McDonald, as Brandy McDonald is reporting in our story in tomorrow's paper, she is going for the all-time Girl Scout record. And her plan is to get up above 18,000 boxes of cookies sold this year.
That's a lot of cookies.
Yes, she's quick-witted.
She
a
is
good salesperson.
That's right. She came through the studios earlier this week, and then I think down to the newsroom afterwards.
So look out for Katie. You can't pretend that you don't have cash as an excuse. She's got the credit card swiper.
That's right. She's all
ready
the bases covered
to sell you some cookies.
Right? And I think I bought some Samoas. All right, moving on. Several big-name tennis pros will appear at Chesapeake Energy Arena tonight. We're talking legends John McEnroe, Yvonne Lindell, Jim Courier, and Michael Chang in the Champions Cup. It's the second of 12 events on the 2014 Power Shares Series tennis circuit. And Jim Courier was in our studios just last month to talk a little trash. That night.
Me versus Johnny Mac, it's a bagel. 6-0. I'm going to squash him. It's going to be a beatdown. John, you heard it here first. Hope you got this link. If not, I'm emailing it to you.
Jim was awesome. There'll be a good time tonight. The event starts at 7. While a few Olympic events were scheduled for today, the official start to the 2014 Winter Games begins tomorrow. We will have the opening ceremonies. In honor of this year's Winter Games, sports columnist Jenny Carlson tries her hand at one of the sports offered in the Olympics, curling.
We're here at Arctic Edge in Edmond, and tonight I am going to learn how to curl.
Oh, Nick, we'll bring you back in on this. You're actually from Toronto, so curling is not a novelty sport to you.
No, it's big time in Canada. And we were talking off the air. The national championships in Canada, I mean, they go wall to wall sports
Really?
TV coverage, and the curlers have sponsors, and they become kind of celebrities when they reach the peak of their game. And of course, when the Winter Olympics are on, that's one of the sports that Canadians are going to be tuning into is curling, because they're going to want to see if the Canadians can go for the gold in that event. And we see here that Jenny found out it is catching on a little bit in Edmond too.
That's right. There is a curling club. There's actually 2 that we saw that day. We taped it on a Sunday night. up at Arctic Edge. So Jenny Carlson will have a column on curling, previewing the Olympics or getting us into the Olympics at Friday's editions of the Oklahoman. More of that video, and Jenny was a great sport with us that night as she learned how to curl on the cold, slick surface there on the ice rink. That video can be found on newsok.com. These stories and more in upcoming editions. Nick, thanks for your time today.
Sure.
Have a safe and warm Thursday night, everybody.